All right, me muckers. It's White Van Man here, Dave to you. Just got a moment before I pick up a couple of lengths of 4x2. I need about 12 meters of 4x2. What the fuck is that about? 12 meters of 4x2. That's fucking health and safety gone mad, isn't it? Well, not health and safety. Political correctness. It's your decimalisation, isn't it? Decimalisation of my imperial units. What has gone mental? I want my 4 inches by 2 inches timber in feet and inches. But here I am buying 12 metres of 4x2. Mental, man. Totally mental. Anyway, while I was waiting for me timber to get loaded up, I thought I might share with you my thoughts on the news of the day. And, well, testing. People just can't get tested fast enough, can they? I mean, I know I can't. I got my MOT test and my prostate to get tested. Now, if they can do that at a drive-through, I'd be most happy because, you know, I can't afford to take too much time out of my day. Mrs. Henderson's kitchen extension needs done, innit? So, yeah, I'm all for the mass testing because Boris and that Smirky Patel and the other twats in the government, they is saying, right, that we need mass testing so as we can avoid another lockdown, which would be disastrous for the economy, innit? I think we can all agree another lockdown would be disastrous for the economy. That is why we need to test as many people as possible and lock them up. Yeah, that's what we need to do because, like, the reason for testing people is to find out who's got the virus and then get them locked up, innit? Now, I'm not sure how many people we're going to find out who've got the virus and lock them up, but it's got to be less than all of us, hasn't it? I mean, all of us locked up, that would be disastrous. But lots and lots and lots of us locked up, that would be much better. Also, once we find out who's got the virus, we could offer them the vaccine. That's like, you know, directed medical assistance for the masses. So, if you's worried that you might have the virus, and you's worried that there's not enough testing going down, then don't worry, because I have every faith in Boris, who has shown himself so far to be a most competent and steady helmsman of our national ship, innit? Now, there's some people what is saying that his current breaking of the EU treaty somehow paints Britain in a bad light. Like, you know, like the people of Britain might be seen as some sort of untrustworthy people because we is breaking that treaty. But the fact is, we voted to leave the EU to get rid of all that malarkey and take back control of our borders and stop them immigrants which is landing in contravention of international law, coming here from France, which is a safe country, breaking the treaty on immigration. Well, I know I seem to be a little bit contradictory there, isn't it? Because, like, if we're worried about people breaking them international treaties and we break an international treaty, that makes us just as bad as them, doesn't it? In a way. I think I'm becoming more subtle and nuanced in my views. But at the end of the day, fuck them fucking packies and niggers. That's what I say. England for England, whoever they are. Although I may be a bit Anglo-Saxon Viking. I was reading in the paper today that genetically, what is making up the UK isn't from the UK. Quite a lot of us is Vikings or some other European descent, which makes the old leaving Europe thing sound a bit stupid, doesn't it? Just saying. Like sort of cutting off your family. So, mass testing. Get yourself tested and you know, make sure that you know if you've got the virus or not so you can be locked up. Who wouldn't want that? I want that. If I've got the virus, I want to know so I can be locked up, toot sweet, saving other people from catching it from me, like your gran. Well, I'll be heartbroken if I killed your gran. So I was reading the paper today, and while I was cutting up some 2x4s, and I noticed that the NHS heroes, ain't they? Our bloody heroes, marvellous bunch. They're bringing in a new system whereby if you is having an accident, they will require you to book an appointment first through NHS 111. This is a stroke of genius, because if everybody who's going to have an accident could just know in advance and book an appointment at the accident and emergency, that will save so much time and bother, wouldn't it? So I'm not sure though when I'm planning to have an accident, but like later on today, I might be nailing me finger to a plank. So if I was going to do that, what I should do is right now, I should phone up the NHS and say, oi, hello, about 3 o'clock this afternoon, I'm going to bang a 4-inch nail through me thumb. Can I have an appointment for then? Genius, isn't it? Well, streamlining the whole system. Yeah, that'll save a lot of trouble at the NHS, because they're a bit overwhelmed, the NHS, isn't they? They're overwhelmed with all the people what is sick and dying from the virus, isn't it? Well, I read here that like one person died yesterday. One person died yesterday. They must be fucking sweating buckets, man. One person died, and there's another like 20 in hospital. I mean, the NHS, you know, God bless them. They must be struggling under the weight of all of those sick people. It's my patriotic duty to know in advance if I'm having an accident and let them know, kind, isn't it? So if you're going to crash your car or fall down the stairs or anything like that, make sure you phone up first, get yourself an appointment, yeah? What? Sorted. Yeah, because none of us want to put too much strain on the NHS with all that person dying and those 20 people not being very well. Aye, Muppets, I tell you, mounting resignations forced PM to row back on changes to EU policy. Muppets. Enshrined in international law. I'll tell you what, international law is just a bunch of bloody mafia agreements between criminal fraternisations, isn't it? Look at this. Spain will not renounce its territory claim on Gibraltar. Have you ever heard the like of it? Spain thinks that it's got a territorial claim on Gibraltar. Gibraltar, that well-known bastion of British Empire territory, which we properly and internationally legally acquired with Nelson, wasn't it? Nelson, who took it over, and by force, with like the Navy and the Army. And that's the kind of territorial claim I think we can all support. Know what I'm saying? Bloody Spanish. I like to see them give up their territorial claim to Brazil or Colombia or Mexico. Yeah. That ain't gonna happen, is it? No, it's not gonna happen. What else we got in here? Scottish news. Muppets. Yeah, that Trump bloke, I like Trump. He's like a sort of American Boris Johnson in that he is blonde and runs a country. I mean, that's, you know, insofar as that goes. What he's got here, he's saying that in America, where they've got the coronavirus as well, he's been saying that it's going to go away. And the disease is going to go away. And the pandemic will come to an end with some form of herd mentality, he says. You see, what he says here, you'll develop herd mentality, he said, Stephen Anapopoulos, when he was asked about the deaths in America. I think that's what we need. I think that's what we need in this country, some herd mentality. Because, like, if everybody does exactly what everybody else's wants, that'll be the best thing for everybody, wouldn't it? I mean, you can't go wrong doing exactly what everybody else is doing. Herd mentality. I think I'll get myself some herd mentality. Smart man, that Donald Trump. Yeah, what the fuck? I tell you, me heart nearly stopped when I read this. Barbados is to remove the Queen as head of state. Bloody, what a liberty. What a liberty. Literally, like a liberty. Because that is like their choice and all that. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, how dare they? Fucking dare they? Buckingham Palace has said Barbados' intention to remove the Queen was a matter for their government and people. Well, it didn't used to be, did it? It didn't used to be. Used to be what we was deciding. Barbados, all them black people there, they should thank their lucky stars that the royals started that slave company and took them there. They're only there because we put them there. They owe their whole existence on Barbados to our foresight and economic acumen in having taken them from Africa, where there was no jobs and they was all just living in like mud huts and enjoying themselves, taking them to Barbados hundreds of years ago and putting them to work with a good job on a sugarcane plantation owned by the royal family. Now they are saying that they don't want the Queen as head of state. They want to run their own affairs. Pwah, if they could do that, they'd have been doing it in Africa, eh? They wouldn't have needed us to take them to Barbados if they could look after themselves. Bloody cheek. Bloody ingratitude. I don't know. Working from home means long hours and no minimum wage. I'm not for this working from home malarkey, obviously, because I'm like your all trade services. You know, I'll be working in your home. I'm not working in my home. My home's all right. I got your monoblock drive, your fully tiled bathroom, fully fitted kitchen in it, decking in the back garden. You know, I don't need any work at home. I won't be working from home. Yeah. Testing. Smirky Patel says we should snoop on our neighbours. And I totally agree with her. If you is not behaving yourself, behave. If you is not following the rule of 6, if you is not practicing your social distancing, if you is not wearing a mask, this is the herd mentality. This is what I'm talking about, innit? This is what Donald Trump's put his finger on it, hasn't he? Donald Trump's put his finger on the nail there. He should phone the NHS and tell them he's going to put his finger on the nail later on in case he has an accident. Because, like, you know, we don't want to stress the NHS. So, yeah, Pretty Patel, informing on your neighbours. Bloody good idea. Herd mentality. Let's get everybody behaving the same way. Hey? Fucking individuals. Who the fuck do they think they are? Fucking individuals. Muppets. Wanting to do their own thing. Want to do their own thing? Fucking Muppets. Yeah. Them Kardashians, all of them, all those bints, you know, all them rich American bints. Kim Kardashian West has frozen her Instagram account for 24 hours to combat the spread of hate and fake news through social media. I don't know what she's on about there. You know, I don't spend a lot of time on your social media. You know, I got my brother on Facebook and that, but, you know. Jennifer Lawrence, Muppet. Katy Perry, twat. Sacha Baron Cohen, wanker. Leonardo DiCaprio, prick, are among all the A-listers backing the Stop Hate for Profit campaign, what is calling on Instagram. They're blocking themselves from Instagram for 24 hours. 24 hours? Well, you're not going to lose much ad revenue in 24 hours, are you, you fucking Muppets? What a fucking waste of time. Who are they trying to kid? Eh? Who are they trying to fucking kid? They can't wait to get back on it and wank off to their millions of followers. Fucking wankers. Also, right, that Kim Kardashian, she says it's like damaging, hate speech and blah, blah. She's not happy about the stuff. Not happy about the stuff on social media, what people is saying about the Black Lives Matter and about the Democrats, the Demotwats in America. But she's more than happy, along with the rest of the Kardashian fucking twats and cunts, to get on your Instagram and have my daughter try and figure out how to inject Botox into her lip. Honestly, my daughter Rihanna, she lives on the Kardashians' Instagram. She be shoving her mum's jumper up her vest and twaddling about in her high heels trying to look like a fucking Muppet because of fucking Kim Kardashian. 24 hours, they should fuck off forever. The fucking Kardashians. 24 hours, not long enough by half. 24 hours. Hate speech. How hateful is it to make a bunch of girls feel horrible about their image and their selfness? Eh? How hateful is that? Fucking muppets. I fucking hate all them fucking lippy bints. Yeah. Time is running out as the Arctic ice sheet melts. Fucking hell. These tree-hugging fucking climate change morons. I tell you, if the sea level rises, I will move, innit? I mean, I'm not going to sit on the beach while the fucking water drowns me, am I? Hey, well, fucking what a laugh. Fucking polar bears. When was the last time you needed a polar bear, eh? Do you eat polar bear? Do you ride a polar bear to work? What did a polar bear ever do for you recently, eh? Did a polar bear come around and convert your eating system? No. Polar bears, fucking useless. We could do without polar bears, believe me. Fucking polar bears. Scientific American comes out for Biden. The magazine Scientific American has broken with its history and selected Biden as their preferred candidate. Well, that's very scientific, isn't it? Do you think they did an experiment? Here we've got a beaker of Trump and a beaker of Biden. Which one of these is more to your liking? I don't know how much science is involved in that. Sounds like twattery to me. Yeah, well, so that's about it for today. I better go. I think me 12 metres of 4x2 is ready. So just to recap then, mass testing. Get yourself tested. If you can, get them people to put their finger up your arse and check your prostate while you're there. Do yourself some good. And get yourself some herd mentality, like the man Trump says. Clever man that. And also, like, as far as international treaties go, fuck them. I don't know if you know, but not a lot of people know this. Bit of pub ammo. But America never ratified your Versailles Treaty. Check it out, man. I'll suggest you Google that one. America never ratified the Versailles Treaty. It's like they're still at war with Germany. If they wanted to, they could fucking bomb them. That'd be a laugh, wouldn't it? Anyway, later, Muppets.